Fight Right started in 1999.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when you said that.
Same premises, right? You guys moved once, but it was the same. It's still at Cascades, right?
Yeah.
So you guys started in the first place, and then what? Early 2000s, you moved to.
We were there exactly back to back where we are now, where the Checkers is.
And now you're just, and
just in the
I mean,
front.
that's crazy. People in martial arts, like we know all the time, gyms open and close, open and close. But the fact that you've been at the same location, same gym for 26 years, how does that feel?
It feels as awesome as it did as the day I opened.
Really?
Yeah. My love for it, my passion for it is probably even stronger now.
Than back then.
Because I see how I can help people and how it changes people, and I've seen my own growth through the years. So it doesn't feel like 26 years. It feels like 2.5 years.
Wow.
There's so much to learn.
Yeah.
So 26 years, I don't think I've learned anything actually. If I compare to other guys that are better than me, I'm nowhere near them. So I need another 26 to catch up.
Okay, but you're way too humble, Rod.
No.
But as somebody who's a lifetime martial artist, what was your first interaction with martial arts?
Karate.
Karate?
Like everybody. Well, like most people. I started karate when I was 12 years old.
12 years old?
Yeah.
Fell in love with it?
Yeah, from day one. I still remember my first lesson. I still even remember what I learned in the karate. And I did it for 25 years.
Wow. That's
different karate styles, different things. And even to this day, even though I focus on the jits, I still love the karate. It's still beautiful. There's still a special place in my heart for it. Might not be the most practical fighting art. Maybe people will disagree with me. But it's definitely got its place for a mental, spiritual journey.
Wow.
The all-night training we're going to do, I have a special karate pattern that I want to teach the guys that means a lot to me, so I'll teach that as well. And so it's still part of me. It hasn't left me.
Yeah, it's still there.
All my karate people I train with, we get together for coffee every 2 weeks.
Wow.
We still chat, still very good friends with them, so it's not like I've left them.
Yeah.
You know.
And then 26 years of Fight Right, but you were one of the first MMA coaches, mixed martial arts coaches in SA. You were there at the start. Yeah. You've been here around for a quarter of a decade. You also trained with Rodney King back in the 90s. You have so much experience. Take us through the early days of MMA. What was that like?
It was like the Wild West.
Wild West, yeah.
It was good, definitely the Wild West. So the competitions were all backdoor competitions.
Backdoor, okay.
Yeah, underground, whatever. I mean, underground sounds meaner, but they weren't mean. And there were no MMA gloves, so you had to fight with boxing gloves. And the rule was if a glove came off, you couldn't punch with it, you could choke. So the technique we used to use a lot is obviously striking, but you used to try and shake one glove off as quick as you can so you could hold and strike. Because it's hard to hold with the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
So it's definitely come a far way.
Wow.
And that was long before EFC or any of these known organizations started.
And you've seen that whole evolution, right? Yeah. From it being quote unquote cage fighting, backdoor fighting, and then becoming a sport, and now to where it is today, where we have Drickus and UFC and everything. So spending so much time and seeing that whole evolution and being part of it, if you look back now, what do you wish you could tell yourself 20 years ago?
I don't know. I don't think I would change my path.
Okay.
My path, yes, I did compete and it wasn't there, but it wasn't my main journey with the martial arts. For me, my main journey was just to develop and grow as a martial artist and train as much as I could. So maybe if I was focusing more on the fighting aspects and I wanted that as a career, I would have possibly done wrestling quicker than what I did.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because the wrestling gives you, I feel like, a much stronger base for the MMA. But other than that, I'm happy with my journey.
Amazing.
I wouldn't change it so much.
Okay. And then who's your all-time martial arts idol? It could be a fighter, it could be a coach, it could be...
Easy, Mark. Who's my current coach.
Mark Robinson.
Yeah. You know, he's changed my thought process so much. What I know today is because of him. I competed a lot before I met him, and without sounding arrogant, yes, I would win. But when I met him and I competed, I won so much easier, and it was just due to his knowledge. It wasn't due to my skills.
Wow.
He just sees things very differently. So if I didn't meet him, I don't know where my journey would have gone. It would have gone the same way, but I would have had much worse knowledge.
And was it through Mark that you met Dave Aghion?
No. Well, yeah. Sorry, Dave, one of the black belts at Mark, Michael, brought Dave to train at Mark for the first time.
Okay.
So that's how I met Dave. So we rolled the first time, obviously no gi, and that's how I met Dave, and then obviously went to Dave's gym and started training there.
What was it like training in the gi with him?
With Dave?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
It's like being wrapped up in a cocoon and you can't move. Dave's he's a very slow, technical grappler. He's not an aggressive. You get some guys that are explosive. I'm not saying he can't explode, but he rolls very chilled. So you roll chilled with him. Mm-hmm. But every move just gets, how it feels tighter and tighter and tighter. So it's so good to roll with because he messes with your head so much. You're like, where are you going now? Oh. Yeah. And it's a good mental battle with him.
And then as a coach, having this discussion with your students, I think every coach at some point does. If you had to explain to somebody what the benefits are of competition, why in your opinion is competition important and a good thing?
I think what I tell all the guys, all the students, is competition is a very personal journey. Because some guys come and they say they want to compete, some come to me and say they don't want to compete, and I tell them it's your journey. But I feel like if you compete, one competition equals probably 6 months to a year's work of training. And I feel like that's the difference between someone that competes and that doesn't compete. Mm. So it all depends where you want to be in your journey. Do you want to slingshot yourself years ahead of everybody? Or if you're just happy with where you are, then there's no need to compete. Yeah. But it definitely, and a blue belt that competes, as you know, compared to a blue belt that doesn't compete, there's no different, and there's no same level.
No. We all know training is the fun part, right?
Yeah.
But conditioning and recovery is just as important.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
What lessons have you learned over the years about recovery and also the importance of conditioning for any martial art?
I mean, I can only speak for me and my body.
Yeah.
I don't believe in supplements. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I've tried protein shakes, I've tried the creatine, I've tried all that, and this was obviously years ago, and I always got sick immediately from it.
Wow.
So I don't believe in any of that rubbish. I believe it's all crap. So for me, it's eating healthy and clean, which I don't really do all the time, and probably really the worst example, but I'll maybe preach it more.
It's the hardest thing to do.
It's so hard, yeah. Unless you have a really focused goal.
Yes.
Then you have to. But
competition helps with that also.
So much.
Gives you a goal to eat properly.
Yeah. I mean, my lightest weight I competed at was 69 kilos. So you have to really starve yourself and eat clean. Other than that, I'm not interested. But eating clean, recovery, sleep is a massive thing.
Big. For
recovery. And I feel like you've got to have hard weeks and easy weeks. Mm. Whereas, some guys that come to the gym, and we won't mention names, but they come there and they have one gear and they just go hard all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And I feel like your body doesn't get a chance to recover, plus you don't get a chance to work on other aspects of your rolling. Yeah. So you've got to have chilled rolls and you've got to have explosive rolls.
Yeah.
And then that way your body recovers.
Yeah. And I mean, striking's the same, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes you can bang a bit because you want to push.
Yeah.
But other times also you just want to do light sparring, get your timing in, your training, and give your body just coordination.
Yeah. And it's always the beginners that don't want to train lightly.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault because they're just learning it, they're excited, they don't know what else to use. Yeah. So you've got to pick your partners very carefully.
And then gym culture wise, what are your core values when it comes to your gym?
I feel like my main core value is the gym has to feel like a family. Mm-hmm. Like for me, it's a family-orientated feeling. And if people come there and they don't feel like it, if they feel like it's an egotistical, brawling place, then I've done something wrong. So if they come in there and they feel like it's a good family, a good unity, where families can obviously train with us, then I've done my job properly. Yeah. And it's got to feel like it's got to be fun. As soon as you lose that fun element, then I think everyone stops training.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to be fun all the time.
And then the physical is obviously super important. What's been the best mental advice you've ever given or received from another coach that you found made such a big difference?
Simple. Life is meaningless. Every single thing around us is meaningless. We put meaning to what happens.
Yes.
So you decide how good it is for you or how bad it is for you. But whatever happens to you, it's meaningless. So don't take it so seriously.
Yeah, that frees you.
Yeah, frees you from anything.
Yeah.
Even if it's something bad that happens to you and you feel like, okay, it's bad, but there is a positive that comes out of it, then that's your meaning behind it. But people don't see it that way.
Yeah. Some people who take themselves too seriously, they struggle with that.
Yeah.
And then that's actually the root of their problem, is that they take themselves and everything a bit too seriously.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they take the fun out of life, hey, for themselves.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what they want to experience out of life. I don't know. Yeah. I want to have a chilled, fun life.
So, speaking as somebody who's the privilege to train under you and spend time with you on the mat for the past few years, one of the best things I can take away with you saying that knowledge isn't power. Knowledge that you apply is power. You have to go out and apply it, and especially with jiu-jitsu, wrestling, there's so much knowledge and so much good information, but it's all pointless if you don't have the intention of actually applying it. And that's affected my game so much, because I'm like, it's one thing knowing this, but it's another thing being disciplined enough to go and apply it.
Yes.
You know, it's a really good mantra. Where did you come up with that, or is that just something that you intuitively realized over time?
Definitely not mine. So, there's a good coach I had, his name's Burton Richardson, and he actually currently with Marcelo Garcia in Hawaii, and they're very close together, so that's where I learned it from. And we used to bring him over always for the seminars, and that's where I learned the Kali and some jits from him. And that was his saying. He changed my mindset with it. So it's not my saying, I'm just steal it from him.
And then, apart from being a coach, as a martial artist yourself, what are your current goals? What are you working on at this moment in time with your jits game, with anything you're striking? Do you have any current goals at this moment in time that you're working on?
Yeah, always. We're always trying to improve every single aspect of my game. That's why I've started the judo classes. I get smashed to pieces in the judo. But it's great, and I'm learning, and whatever I can take from there, I'm trying to apply it into my own game. I don't want to ever feel that I'm on top of everything, because you never are.
Yes, the moment you think you are,
you're
going to get a surprise.
Yeah, and even when I'm rolling, I try to put myself in really bad positions. Like this morning rolling with your guys, I was on my back, they put me on my back, and I couldn't get out, which is amazing for your guys, and it's really bad for me, because I should have been able to get out much easier, but their position was fantastic. So even from that, I'm taking lessons away. You've got to learn. I just want to learn and grow for myself, and then hopefully pass that knowledge on.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of humility to do that, right? Because the moment you think you know everything, the humility's gone.
You stop learning.
You stop learning.
Yeah.
Completely.
I still try and I'll go to Mark, I'll go to Willem, I'll go to different coaches, I'll go to different gyms to train, and I just want to learn as much as I can. Competition-wise, I don't compete anymore. I'll leave that to the younger guys. That's their journey.
That's their journey.
Yeah.
And over the years, a lot of people make a big deal out of motivation, and some people say motivation doesn't exist, discipline exists, but what motivates you and has been motivating you all these years to just keep training? Is it just pure passion for martial arts?
Just passion, yeah.
Just passion.
Yeah. You have days where you feel completely inspired and days where you're not.
Yeah.
But even the days I'm not, I still have a good passion for, I'd rather be here than somewhere else. And you also, for me, I keep reminding myself, if I'm not in the mood to teach or to coach, you got to remind yourself the people that are coming to learn something.
Yes.
So don't be an arsehole and not give it over.
Yeah.
Teach them and then go home and cry in your corner if you want to. But for that hour, suck it up and give it to them. Otherwise, you're not doing them any good.
You have multiple black belts across multiple different arts. Your most recent one is in the gi and jiu-jitsu under Dave. What changed when you got your black belt? Did anything change mentally, physically, or not really?
No. I think what changed is I realized I don't have to wear the gi as much anymore.
You can choose now.
Thank goodness, because I hated the gi. So I'm over. Now I'm back with the judo. You know, after I did a lot of the other martial arts in gi, and I had a break for about 20 years of no gi. And I said to myself, I'll never wear a gi again. And I found myself back in the gi of jits. And after jits, like I'm done with the gi, now I'm back in judo with the gi. Yeah. So clearly it's not leaving me.
Yeah.
But you know, a black belt, I don't think is what people think it is. You as soon as you get a black belt, you realize how much you don't know.
Yes.
The more I train, the less I know.
Yeah.
And I really, really mean that. Yeah, maybe on the mat you feel like you have more knowledge than the other person, but there's so much, and I'm constantly learning every single day. Yeah. And I'm seeing stuff I've never seen in my life before. And people ask me stuff, I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's so vast.
So vast,
The art is so much bigger than any one individual person.
Yeah,
and I think some people have this idea that as you are climbing the belt rank, that you are mastering the art as a whole, and it's just, no, you're not. You're just participating in it. It's a massive wave, and you're just taking the wave out to the beach with everybody else, but you'll never master the whole wave. You know?
Maybe one thing that's changed, just thinking about it, when you're a low belt, you probably do 10 or 15 techniques that you're always trying. Yeah. And as you get higher up, you only have 3 or 4 good ones. Yeah. People think you know everything so well. You don't. Your game becomes so small as you train longer, because you realize, like, this doesn't work for me, this doesn't work for me, that will never work for me. Yeah. So I think becoming a black belt, I have less techniques now. Yeah, than you used to back then. Yeah. So my game's probably got a bit worse.
And we all know you can have whatever belt you want, but somewhere out there, there's a guy who's never put on a belt and he can smash you. Absolutely. So at the end of the day, it's always about humbling yourself and just focusing on the skills. Yeah. You know.
Definitely.
And doing that. And then striking-wise, how much do you focus on the striking arts now, or do you focus a little bit more on the grappling arts?
I mean, my main art was striking, and I did it for a long time. I still spar once a week stand-up, but I choose who I spar with, because I don't want to get punched in my head every single week. Yeah. So, but I probably at the moment my striking's so terrible compared to how it used to be. So I just use it as keeping fit, keeping the tools there a little bit, but I don't focus on it a lot at all. Yeah. Just for the simple reason I don't want to get punched in the head every single day.
Yeah. And especially with the younger guys, it's like they can't tone it down. They always want a piece of coach, so then you either have to hurt them, or you just go, no.
Correct. So that's why I say, no, thank you. I'm not sparring with you.
Yeah. I've done that for long enough also. Because you get to a certain point also where you don't have to prove it anymore. You don't have to come in every week and try to bag it out.
Nothing to prove to anybody.
But it's also hard to find that perfect training partner that you can trust. And so it's so important to always find people that you can trust. Yes. Where you know no ego is going to get involved, but we can push each other and challenge each other and get the best out of it.
Yeah, normally I'll box or strike with Jord, because him and I have a good understanding. He can't hurt me. Well, he can hurt me, but he won't. And I can't hurt him, so he's happy to strike with me. So we have a good understanding.
Rods, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Amazing.
It's nice to do this.
It's an absolute honor to learn from you, to train under you, and thank you for everything that you do as a coach. Really appreciate your time, your effort, and your passion is really, really inspiring.
Thank you. Let's hope this inspires more people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Rods.
All right.